Okay, snow's on the way. We're going to get a little dusting, it looks like, on Saturday. A little bit of dusting. Snow's on the way. Okay, we got an artificial intelligence situation we need to speak about. We got a little problem over there at Mondelez, okay? We got a little problem, Ortega, over there at Mondelez. You know what Mondelez is? Mondelez makes Oreos, I believe. I think it was once Nabisco, possibly. I don't know. Anyway, Mondelez. Now, listen, a fat bastard like me would love to be a taste tester, right? I want to taste the Oreos. I want to taste the whiskey. I want to taste the coffee. I want to taste the Chips Ahoy. Mondelez, yeah. I want to be the individual. Well, here's what they're doing now. Artificial intelligence taste testers. What are you doing? What are you doing? Artificial intelligence taste testers? Are you out of your mind, Gerard Sorcelli? Artificial intelligence tasting Oreos. What? What comes up with this shit? The fuck out of here, man. Call me. I'll come and taste test any cookie you're making. No problem. There's no Fig Newton because I can't stand those disgusting figs in a cookie. Who'll come up with this garbage? But if Stella Dora needs a little tasting, it's nuts. It's absolutely ridiculous. Fucking crazy. You're only going to hear this shit here at the Social Club, okay? I'm telling you right now, this is stuff you're only going to hear right now, SBK. You'll hear it no place else, only at the Social Club, because we don't talk about garbage. We talk about real shit that's going on. What's your thoughts on AI testing? Can I get a little interaction on this conversation? Just a little feedback. What are your thoughts on artificial intelligence tasting instead of a fluffy guy like myself? So nobody's interested in this. Okay. What is this world coming to? What is this world coming to? It's insanity, Shannon says. Oh, come on, give me some comments on this garbage. Garbage. Out of it. You know what? Shut up. Shut up. Now I want gourmet tea cookies. Wonderful. Yeah, I can tell if the cookies are good or not. Exactly, Shannon. Me too. AI can taste your sister's ass. You're right. One word. Terminator. All right. So you guys are against it, right? You think it? I'm not the only one, right? Stiggs, what's the matter with you? Broaden your horizon. Ask the Googles about LA taste. No. Please, don't. Is anybody debating me on this, telling me I'm out of my mind? Is anybody telling me I'm nuts? Stiggs, get with the program. You're a fucking senior. Get with the program. Go play with your AARP magazines. Let us worry about it. Artificial intelligence is a thing of the future. We are for it. If anybody tells me that, you need to be committed. We got a jacket for you. We'll take the straight jacket off and we'll put it on you. Because you must be as nuts as him. Don't laugh at yourself. You sound like a jerk off when you laugh at yourself. Okay, so that's it. We got an inmate that got killed. We got an inmate that got clipped this week on Northern State Prison. Now, I didn't know Northern State had such a... I didn't know they had lifers there. There was a murderer, murder one, that was in Northern State Penitentiary, which is a few miles away. Northern State is a state prison. I did not know lifers were there. I did not know that. I thought they were in Trenton. I know Marty Tessetta is in Trenton. I know, a few guys that are doing life in state, but they're not. I didn't think they would be at Northern State. I don't know why he was in Northern State, though, doing life. He has a murder one on him. Anyway, he got clipped inside. I think it was an altercation with an officer, possibly, or another inmate. all state prisons have lifers. I think this guy had 1 or 2 bodies. All right, Cheech. I didn't know Northern State was housing them. I was a little surprised to see lifers at Northern State. I know my friend Joey Perna was in Northern State. And then he got paroled out of Northern State. Are they really doing landscaping right now? It's going to fucking snow. Are they really doing landscaping outside right now? So anyway, the inmate was killed. He's doing life. Tatted all over his face. This and that. Just a disaster. Anyway. Come on. How does it happen? Shouldn't happen. It's not Rikers Island. Hello, Joey Dell. So we got a murder one inmate that's doing life, got killed this week at Northern State Prison. I don't know all the details behind it. It is what it is. He took a life, his life got took. 1 for 1. What do you call this? 1 for 1? I don't know. Right? It's like those that lose kids, right? I know many wise guys that lost children. And the reason, and you go to karma and you say, wow, they're paying their penance. They took somebody's child. Mafioso guys. Mafioso. There's many mafia guys that lost a child. And if you look back in history, these individuals were responsible for the death of others, which was somebody's child, God's child. You understand? So when a mafioso loses a kid, it's terrible. It's terrible. Nobody wants to hear this. Nobody wants to see anybody go through this. But many have said, well, he's a mafioso. He killed people. They took his child as get him right. So they're all God's children. You killed one of God's children. They're going to take one of yours. It's painfully true. It's painfully true. When a mafioso loses a kid, it's typically one that is responsible for the murder of another. Oh my God. It is real. It is real. We don't pussyfoot over here. It is really real. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now, we got another problem with the justice system. We got somebody over here that got 8 years yesterday. He got sentenced to 8 years yesterday. Why was he sentenced to 8 years? What is he a part of? Okay, 2 bodies. And this guy, desecration of human remains, which means he scattered body parts in different areas to avoid them being detected. I don't know if he has the bodies or friends of his have 2 bodies. This guy got 8 years for hiding body parts. What? This news line is out of control. 8 years for scattering body parts. Desecration of human remains. 8 years. Don't you think there's a mental issue there? This individual's coming out after 8 years. They're going to make him a better criminal. He's already fucking nuts in the brain. So they put him in there for 8 years. He's going to get paroled. I don't know if he's got a flat sentence. I think, state prison, you're eligible for parole 33% of the time. You only have to do third. I don't understand. Okay, next topic. Shock or intimidation. Let me explain to you something. I don't know the details of it. Either he was paid to do it or it was just protecting his friends. Not sure. Shock and awe. Sick. They're fucking sick people. Shock, awe, and intimidation. Everyone is accessible. We have been made aware of that. Everyone is accessible as of last week, which means the lowest guy in the world, so to speak, can get to the highest guy in the world, so to speak. Okay, a regular guy, a regular kid, clipped the CEO of the insurance company a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was. Who would think the CEO, the gazillionaire, walking down the street in Manhattan is going to get clipped by just a guy that nobody's looking at. My point is this: you're all accessible. Every single individual is accessible. Your addresses, your ages, who you were married to, what your debt is, if you're in foreclosure, if you're wealthy, if you're poor, what your job is, beep, 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 beep. You are, every single one of you are, including me, are highly accessible. Yes, which means a crack whore could clip me as I'm walking to my car to go to work. So apparently, this kid did this for the shock and awe and intimidation to say, step back, motherfuckers. We can get to anybody. That's what this guy did, who clipped the CEO. Basically, it's like, listen, motherfuckers, we can get to anybody. You're all accessible. I got the CEO. You see, the CEO of this company affected my, I don't know. I'm just using a figure of speech. It's a figure of speech. Don't be so literal. Don't be so literal. A silver spoon brat, which many of the kids today are. The point is this: he's able to get there. Just a regular kid. I'm not being literal. I'm saying a regular person in society can get to the wealthiest individual in society. You're too literal for me. Stop. I know. I get it. I don't speak literal. I speak, my language. But I agree. Yeah. Silver spoon, spoiled brat. I get it. I understand. But let's just say he was affected by the costs of healthcare, right? Look, I had to go for a procedure a couple of years ago. It was $1,800 out of my pocket. I did not have the $1,800. I couldn't get the procedure. Right. So he's like a Robin Hood then. I got it. So he's sticking up for the people that can't afford it. I get it. He has compassion in his heart for the people that can't afford it. This guy's making bazillions. Some of his friends can't get medical care. He did it for his friends. But basically, he did it for the shock and awe and intimidation factor that everyone is accessible. Right? So this guy's making bazillions and I can't get a procedure for $1,800. So that's where it is. Yes. Yeah, can never relate. But Shannon, he may have a girlfriend that doesn't have the money. He may have a boyfriend that does, whatever the fuck it is. Okay, so shock or intimidation, and we are all accessible. Minimum wage, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to pay more for your coffee. We spoke about this many, many times. Good morning from Ohio. Ohio State, wrestling out there. All right. Yeah, the Brands brothers. Okay, minimum wage. Get ready, folks. We're going up. Just me. Check this one out. And we speak about this often over here. Your minimum wage in New York, January 1st, is going up to $16.50 an hour. Let's do some basic math. 1650 times 2,080. So minimum wage has now gone to $34,000 a year without overtime. Let's say $35,000. So starting January 1st, minimum wage will now go to $35,000 in New York City and 50 cents less over here in New Jersey. $15.50 as of January 1st is the minimum wage in New Jersey. $15.50 to serve a slice of Arby's. It's crazy. Now, when you go to pay $6 for a slice of Arby's, you can't blame the establishment. Government is making them pay minimum wage. It's not the establishments. They're just passing the cost on to you. And aren't they entitled to a profit margin? Let's just say they got a 20, I'm using a fake number, 20% profit margin, right? 50%, 100%. Let's just say they're paying $100 for the dough, right? And they want 100% profit margin, but whatever that is, it's up to them. Yeah. Yes, I did fall asleep standing up, SPK, yes. They are going to, don't blame your pizzeria, okay? Don't blame the coffee shop. It's not them. They got to make their money. You go into the pizzeria and you say $5 for a slice. Yeah, because I got to pay him $16.50 to serve you the slice. It's numbers. It's basically nuts and bolts of business. It's terrible. So there you go. Okay, now let's go to a couple other things. Let's go. Let me see. I got to get down here. Something that I wanted to get into the other day, and I forgot what it was. Okay. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I lost it. It was up there, and I don't have. Oh, marketing mistake. Okay. Bud Light sales are down. Bud Light sales are tanking. They put on their, what is this, LGBTQ thing on the Bud Light a couple of years ago, maybe a last summer. They went to the LGBTQ community on the beer. Unbelievable. It switched over to Ultra. So Bud Light used to be number one. Now Michelob Ultra is number one. Same company. And Michelob Ultra is my favorite beer. But I like PBR too. You can't go wrong with an old PBR. No, I can't drink those things. So Bud Light went woke, I guess you say, right? And they tanked. Here's why. Who comes up with it? You got to cater to the masses. When you are in business, you got to cater to the masses. It's all about business. The masses is not the LGBTQ community. Now, let me explain to you something. I have nothing against these people. I don't give a fuck what you do. You want to suck a dick, suck a dick. I don't care. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to be gay. You want to dress up like Mary Poppins and you're a 40-year-old male. I don't give a fuck what you do. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But that's not the masses. The masses are, how do you say it? Normal people. The masses are Dockers jeans, button-down shirt, belt on your pants, right? I don't know. I think they fucked up. This is a very small community. What's the percentage that is the LGBTQ? Let me say it again. I got nothing against these people. It's a wonderful thing that you got the freedom in this country to be whoever the fuck you want to be. You want to be a boy, you want to be a girl, you want to be a man, you want to be a farm animal, you want to be a cat, dog, your sisters. Yes, in this country, you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. Put a wig on and be RuPaul. All right? Right? Shave your head if you're a woman and be Kojak. I don't give a fuck what you do. It has nothing to do with that. But if you are in business, you have to cater to the masses in order for you to be successful. So you got Bud Light tanked after the LGBTQ campaign. You got Michelob Ultra number one right now. And you have Modelo. Modelo is actually up there. So, yeah, Modelo. I don't know. Modelo, I've never had it. That's where we're at right there. Drone Watch 2024. I'm not watching drones. I don't give a fuck about the drones. I don't care. Once you've been surveilled in your life, you don't give a fuck about the drones. I'm hoping that everybody is protecting us the way that they should be. And that's it. Okay? Yes. Okay. What else do I got? Okay. We're going to end the show with this topic right here. Accountability to your significant other for your online usage. You have a husband. You're a woman, or it could be any way. It could be either way. You have a husband, you have a wife, you have whatever it is, your sister's ass. You got a significant other. You are a YouTube content creator. You need permission or a sign-off, basically a permission slip from your significant other for you to do or continue your YouTube, your shows. So the husband says to the wife, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Or vice versa. It can go either way. I don't give a fuck. Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You're spending time on the internet, on YouTube. You are a content creator, a show host. You do things on the YouTubes. Now, the deal is this. This woman, the husband says, okay, you do what you want. Go ahead. What is the return on your investment? Are we going to see some money for this? What are we going to see for this? She says, honey, I think we can make some money on YouTube. There's a monetization thing. I think I can make some. Is this your promise to him or her, whatever it might be, that you're going to make some money for the time that you spend on YouTube? Now you got pressure to earn money, to satisfy, to explain to your significant other why you're not doing such and such, and you're spending 4, 5, 7, 12, 30 minutes a day on YouTube. So this husband or this wife is making their significant other accountable to their YouTube space. That sucks. Individuality is very important in life, guys. Married or not, everybody needs something. Can you say to your significant other, well, I just enjoy it and it gives me some peace. We may get a few dollars from it. We may not. Okay, honey, if it makes you, if it makes you happy and it's something that you do enjoy, but if you are, I got to make 20 today. I got to make 50 today. I got to make 1,000 today. How'd you do today? It's not going to work. Quit. Just quit. If you're here for money, you got to quit. It's over. It's done. It's not going to happen. It's saturated. But sadder is if the individual, if she likes doing what she does and she has to give it up because he's saying you're spending time on the internet and you're bringing no money in. That individual may not understand her or his social media being. There's a lot of different components to being on social media. There's one thing that's missing, and there is the mental aspect that it does help a lot of people. But it's got to be a sad being when you're obligated to somebody else for a return on your investment, like a permission slip. That sucks. Where are your balls? Where is your box, lady? You control your box. Man, you control your balls. You got it. You're obligated to explain. Oh, I made 100 this week on YouTube. Well, that's not enough. Do the hour. It works out to $1 an hour. What are you doing? Well, I enjoy doing it. Well, I need you to do other things around the house. I don't need you to be playing on YouTube when I got it. When we need to clean out a closet. Woman, your job is to clean out that closet. Woman, get in that closet and clean it out. Cook dinner. Go food shopping. Get off the internet, lady, guy, whatever it might be. It could be whatever it is. I need something done. I need the grass cut, right? I need the windows washed. I need help with things around the house. You're playing on the internet for $1 an hour. No, honey, you're going to shut it down. We're not doing this. But honey, it takes me away. I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm a woman. I'm not flirting with anybody. I'm just having a good time. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, right. All right, guys, look, I think we're out of here on that. It's time for me to rock and roll. It's time for me to get out of here. Hopefully you did enjoy these topics. I got to go. I got to get out of here. We're going to rock.